uh, apparently some guy named Brick Jake Productions thinks he's me and used a deep fake. Of course, I'm just kidding. No, that was me. That was me. But you're probably wondering, why am I streaming on my main channel as well, in addition to my Lego themed channel? Because not only do I have announcements there, I have announcements here. Um, First off, you're all probably wondering, where have the videos been for 2026? Tomorrow, that changes. We got VidMotion reviews, we got Jake the Players, we got SOMCU stuff this summer. We got a lot of things coming up in the original space. So, yay, original ideas. Never been thought of before. Oh my God. No. But yeah, seriously though, we have a lot of cool stuff coming our way. So definitely keep an eye out for that stuff. Tomorrow, tomorrow, we got the VidMotion for Goat. I did like the movie. I'm a little bit opinionated on some things, but overall, I thought it was a pretty decent film. That aside, I also have another review after that for Charlie the Wonder Dog that came out back in January. That's probably going to come out Sunday, so March 1st. So keep your eyes out for that. Also, a pretty fun film. Followed by, you know what? I'm not going to give you too much information. You all will see it. And if you join the Discord, you'll get to see more of it. I do post a lot of behind the scenes snippets, screenshots, posters, renders, all in there. So definitely join. Should be in the links on the channel. So I don't know what you're still doing here. Go check it out. Chat with me if you want. It's been kind of quiet in there. So please. Oh, hello, Paul again. Welcome to the other channel. Yeah, it's me. Double stream today. That's pretty cool. I don't think I've ever done that actually, so that's a first. Two different styles. Yeah, as you can see, I'm very good with balancing styles. Very good. But yeah, lots of cool videos on the way. I also wanted to say I'm launching a fan film division, so that's going to be its own separate channel too. So more news on that too later. And that leaves me with the 5th anniversary presentation. As you can see, the logo right here, S5. I'm debating making that the icon for the channel. I like the current one, but I feel like this would detract from the S. Oh, no, it's over here. S over here. But I don't know. If y'all want to vote, how do you even vote on here? You see, I'm still new to this, so. How are y'all doing? Hello, welcome. Let's see. If it even pops up, like last time I saw there was a voting option, it just kind of popped up on its own, which I don't like. If you all can help me find it, that would be very appreciated. Hey, thank you. Yeah, 4,000 subs. We're trying to get to 5,000. I think it's doable sometime this year. So yeah, definitely sub y'all if you like what you see. Check out the content. Do a lot of animation, movie reviews, game reviews. We have it all. We have a lot of variety here. Just some cool stuff in the works too. So yeah, it's a passion of mine to make films and stuff. Oh, no, not really. I'm used to it. I like the camera. I'm not shy at all. Just I like socializing with people. I like answering questions. That's kind of what I want to do here. If for those who are new here, definitely, as I said before, check out the channel. As as you kind of go in there, do expect a lot of indie niche stuff. That's been my forte as of recently. Last 2 years, I've been watching a lot of indie animation. In fact, I've gone to a point I just don't watch a lot of mainstream animation anymore. Maybe a Sony film here or there, or DreamWorks here and there, but not really anything else. But yeah, just a lot of niche content on here. I like niche stuff. It makes me happy. Oh yes, Paul. Yeah, we're gonna talk a little bit about a few new projects in the works that he's also a part of. Shout out to Pan here. Check out his channel. He is a music composer, voice actor. Also helps with some of the writing, the story. So he's a jack of all trades. Thank you for subscribing. First of all, I think the first project I would like to talk about from me and Paul is the upcoming Prime Guardians series. A while back, we tested it a little bit, very early version. It's on the channel as pilots. They're very goofy, I would say. Not the best writing, not at all, not by a long shot. This was back in my Marvel writing phase. I thought that was the shit, so I wanted to copy it. I'll answer your question in a sec about voice acting. But that aside, I want to start from scratch. We're gonna just redo the story and really do Prime Guardians right. It's kind of like Power Rangers for my Western audience, or Super Sentai. It's like one of those where you have these suited up heroes and they fight aliens or bad guys, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. And then we also have 2 additional series planned after that. We have Astro Force, where they go to space and fight said aliens at the source. And then 3 is Beast Riders, but I don't want to get too ahead of myself. Yeah, that's I'm already saying too much. But to answer your question before we get back to the projects, voiceover, how do you get into it? Well, first you got to be comfortable with acting. I like to perform in front of the camera. I like to do goofy stuff like that. I like to move around and really try to express a character. And once you really get the grasp of that, and then it comes to the voice. Voice, is it the same as physical acting? In some ways, yes, but in other ways, you don't have a lot of physical acting to base it off of. Sometimes, and no, well, not even sometimes, most of the time, voice acting is the first part of a production that usually goes in first, before animation's even done. Maybe there'll be a storyboard here or there, hopefully, but most of the time it's blind, and you're really just hoping you followed the voice direction that's been given you, criteria, characteristics, personalities, and now it's your best job to interpret that however you see fit, with notes, of course. But once you do that, then the animators base it off your work, and that's really fun to see come to life. And I do that, and I do some voice acting myself, a lot of my characters, but yeah, it's a lot of performing, and it's great to know both physical acting and voice acting. It does come in very handy. But I hope that answers your question. Back to the projects. Another project we're doing, I guess I can change the background of it to really show it. Give me a sec. I find this one to be very cool. Also from me and Paul. Sec, posters. Yeah. See if it loads. Yeah. Fur Corpse. That's that right there is one of his OCs. Paul right here. So yeah. Just I've never seen that before. It's animated. It has anthro animal characters. It also is a I wouldn't say a war movie. It's more like a espionage movie. And think of like Mission Impossible or some of those kind of movies, spy movies. But yeah, that's a really cool project. We don't have much to say about it right now, but that is something that is happening. Green screen. I'm so confused. As I said before, this is after my other stream I did just a few minutes ago. This is the second ever shorts live stream, so bear with me. Here's a better look at some Prime Guardians just to get a visual. Yeah, that's our other project me and Paul are doing. So yeah, we got the Guardians here. Very cool stuff. Those are my models, by the way. Yeah, I do a lot of it on my own. So that's really cool. And then I guess you all can see a sneak peek of Beast Riders. I did post it on Instagram and whatnot, but yeah, here's Beast Riders. Very cool. I like the Tron lines. Yeah, also my models. I like to make a lot of characters. So. But what we're doing right now is we're going back to basics, the first series. And yeah, I know the models are a little jank compared to the newer ones, but they could be tweaked easily. This was like an earlier render. I think this is actually around a year or two ago at this point. Probably not 2 years, but it definitely was a ways back. So a lot of cool stuff project-wise. I did want to talk a little bit about some of our original projects. Oh, don't see it. Nah, before I step out of the way to show y'all this project, this is a project me and a friend from school are working on. Good friend of mine, Wyatt. He is voicing one of the characters. You'll probably see it in a bit. I'll point it out. This is to launch our new Stick of Media Originals line of projects. Animated, live action, who knows? I want to make more original stuff in addition to what we already provide. I mean, yeah, I try to make my game and movie reviews different enough. I mean, as you can tell, I implement a lot of animation into it, and I recently started the format where I talk with the characters from said movies, and that's been pretty fun. I think y'all really like that. Check out some of my recent videos to see a glimpse of that. But here it is, one of the first projects. Kangaroo Jake and in a odd friend. Yeah, he's the odd friend, voiced by Wyatt. I'm voicing the kangaroo. So yeah, it's a very heartwarming film. It's about a very loner, kind of soft-spoken, to himself, kind of shy kangaroo. He's just trying to survive. They're both trying to survive. But while that's happening, you got this guy over here. This guy just get into his grill. He's really crazy. He wants to be friends with everyone, and that creates a really pretty funny dynamic. But they learn to live with each other. They want it. After all, they want to survive, but at the same time, they got to get over they're each other's quirks. And I think it's gonna be a sweet film, and it's gonna come out really great. And I've really liked making this. Started out as an OC, but he's kind of morphed into his own character, and yeah, I like they came out good. Yeah, so there's that, and then I do have a few more things. I was talking a little bit about the SOMCU. What's that, you ask? Well, it's the Stick of Media Cinematic Universe. So we have Jake the Player, of course, but Jake the Player is a little bit more than a game review series, as y'all are aware. And for those who aren't, let's just say it has a lot of its own lore. Think of like Scott the Waz or Angry Video Game Nerd, some of those YouTubers, Cat Icarus even. If you don't know them, that's fine. But in other words, think of YouTubers that have stories alongside their content. Think of this like Marvel, but a new characters, new everything's original, everything's made just for film. Well, not everything. This guy right here, Angry Goldie. He's a goldfish. He's a good goldfish. No, he's not. He's a bad goldfish. Very cool. He's based off an old comic I made a long time ago, 2016. No, before 2016. I would say early to mid 2010s at most. How does he factor into the SMCU? Well, you'll find out sooner or later. I teased him at last year's presentation for 2024. No, it's not even last year. Wow, 2024 is almost 2 years ago, guys. Do you feel old yet? No, but there's that. So he gets mutated into this super powered fish, but big brain. He could build robots and tech, and he just wants to get back at the guy who did this to him. So pretty cool stuff. More on that in the presentation when it does eventually drop. That is a pretty cool presentation too. Another cool project, also based off a comic from 2016, Fusion Outlaws. Here's Denny the dog. Really cool guy. Also a mutant, but from another world. So very cool. And so you're now asking, there's anthros, there's furries. Shut up. No, I'm playing. Yeah, they exist in the SMCU as well. I don't really see a lot of interconnected universe with a lot of character diversity. It's always just humans or different colored humans or different colored humanoid robots or something like that. And I want to change that. So we're going to have talking animals from another world. Yeah. Because it's cool. More on this later too. I know I'm kind of skimming through these, but they are a ways out. Trying to think what else I have here. I think that pretty much wraps it up. I guess we'll go back to something simple. Yeah, I guess since we're on the topic, we can talk about the presentation. So in 2024, I held a presentation showcasing a lot of projects. Kind of think of it like a Nintendo Direct or Game Awards or a state of play, but for films. And it was pretty fun to do. And I wanted to do another one in 2025, but got delayed, and we kind of missed our quota there by a long shot. However, I still want to get that 5th anniversary out sometime early this year. Not too late, because we're probably going to have another additional presentation after that. We have a lot of projects here, as you can tell, and they're very fun, and I'm very excited to get them out to y'all through some trailers, teasers, small glimpses, behind the scenes. We have a lot. That's not an understatement at all. We have a lot going on here. But yes, that pretty much wraps up my yap session. For those who are new here, if you have any new questions, want to talk about anything, I'm all ears. So yeah, just show you how serious I am. I put on my reading glasses so I can read each and every one of your messages accordingly, very professionally, even with a bit of a, I don't know where that was going. I was trying to do a character there. Yeah, sometimes that happens. get too into it. But yeah, feel free to ask away. I'll be here, just goofing off, if you will. Yeah. as I was doing on the other channel, Brick Jake Productions, that's my Lego channel, I was just showing a lot of stuff. Yeah. I guess something cool. If I can find it. Yes. I'm kind of a retro gamer. I like old games. Kind of a similar discussion I had on my Lego channel. Just a lot of new things don't really jive with me. I don't like a lot of new media. As I said before, I'm really into indie and niche films, mostly animation. Foreign international stuff, yeah. But that's my whole thing. I like collecting old games like this, like who the heck's ever heard of Brutal Paws of Fury? Yeah, this is gonna be in the video, but at some point. Link, shut up. Yeah, but yeah, we have that. We have an assortment here. I like to collect a lot of physical media. Actually, since we're on the subject of weird stuff, things no one really talks about. Let me sit y'all down for a little bit of story time. Sorry if I'm a little all over the place, kind of random with what I'm talking about, but bear with me. This is a good story. So I have a friend online named Michael the cat. Shout out to him. He had a story once, right? His grandpa gave him this book, all right? It's called Jonathan Livingston Seagull. Now, what's so special about this book, right? Well, it's a seagull that travels the multiverse. So, yeah, and this book was written by like a wartime pilot from like World War II. And he's still alive. So that's pretty cool. But stuff like this that interests me because just a few years after this book came out, they made a movie. What is this movie like? Ever watched Milo and Otis? It's basically that, but like 10 times worse. Kind of incoherent shots of seagulls flying around, like a helicopter following this one individual seagull, with the narrator trying to pretend to be the seagull. Back to that voice acting thing. But yeah. Meanwhile, this crap movie is on. There's this absolutely beautiful soundtrack by Neil Diamond. Yeah, very cool. Yeah, the Neil Diamond. Yeah, he's apparently having a musical in my town this weekend, actually. So that's cool. But yeah, this is the kind of random stuff that excites me. Just yeah, you see, I went on my way and collected the whole spread here. You got the book, the movie, and the soundtrack. That's how hardcore I get into this, and it's fun as hell. Yeah. You know, that's my hobby, and that's why I made my channel, just to share things like that. A lot of my movie reviews, going back to the movie reviews, a lot of the stuff is niche. No one's ever heard of half the stuff I talk about. And if I bring it up to them, they're like, what the heck is that? Like, who the heck has ever heard of, that's a good example. Just looking up. Yeah, I mean, they're going to get more niche as they come. But Lyle Crocodile, what the hell is that? Yeah, just a lot of weird movie picks. I don't pick a lot of mainstream stuff. And when I do, it's going to be some left field thing no one's talking about or hasn't talked about in a long time. So, yep, I like to find my niche. It's pretty cool. But yeah, if y'all want to talk to me, feel free to. Again, I'm not going to bite. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to just talk with y'all, you know, socialize, if you will. I like to yap a lot, so that's just a characteristic of mine. Yapping. Hold on. Go ahead. Woohoo, yay. I mean, if y'all don't have anything now to talk about, just join the Discord. Link is in the bio. Should be there. I don't know why it shouldn't. Why are you looking at me? Well, you're watching me, of course. Anyways, I guess that will wrap up things as I see no one really talking yet. So y'all have a good night, good morning, or good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. I hope y'all have a nice one. And always remember, stay ultimate, stay comedians, and happy 5 years.